Welcome to the Tuesday episode of the Rock It Out blog here at youtube.com/rockitout blog, guys. Gonna hook you up with some kick-ass rock music news, and we've also got one new release that I'm gonna be recommending for you guys to pick up this week. So let's not waste any time and jump right in. The inductees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, guys, will not be announced until Wednesday of this week, but we got the scoop a little bit early and we can officially report who's going to be in the Hall of Fame this year. Now, just as a reminder to you guys, the nominees for this year's Hall of Fame class included Alice Cooper, Tom Waits, Donovan, Neil Diamond, Darlene Love, Beastie Boys, Bon Jovi, LL Cool J, Dr. John, and a whole lot more. And it has been confirmed, Rocker Nation, that Alice Cooper will be inducted into the Hall of Fame, along with Tom Waits, Neil Diamond, Donovan, Darlene Love, and Dr. John. Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, and Bon Jovi did not make the cut this year. So for those of you guys that were rooting for the Beasties, LL, or for Bon Jovi, unfortunately, you're not going to get your wish. But if you were pulling for Alice Cooper, he is making it into the Hall of Fame this year. Round of applause, because it is definitely well-deserved on Alice Cooper's part. Speaking of good news and high praise for rockers, earlier today, guys, the nominees for the Golden Globe Awards were announced, and Trent Reznor is nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Original Score for his work that he did on the movie The Social Network with his How to Destroy Angels partner Atticus Ross. And he's not the only rocker that's up for a Golden Globe in that category, okay? The Inception score is also being nominated for Best Original Score. Now, it was composed by Hans Zimmer, and technically he's the one being nominated. However, Smith's guitarist Johnny Marr also helped Hans write that score, so technically he's also being nominated for a Golden Globe as well. And by the way, guys, if you've not heard the scores for The Social Network or Inception, might I recommend you listen to those immediately, because they're quite good. Conor Oberst and his band known as Bright Eyes have announced their first North American tour in 3 years. The tour kicks off on March 2nd in Miami, Florida, and it'll come to a close on March 17 in Nashville, Tennessee. And if you want tickets to see Bright Eyes, guys, those tickets go on sale this Friday, December 17th. And this tour is actually in support of Bright Eyes' forthcoming album, The People's Key, which will be in stores on February 15th. And a couple of you guys have been emailing and asking, when is Motorhead's album The World Is Yours going to be released in the United States? Well, I have that answer for you. The World Is Yours will be in stores here in the US and in Canada on February 8th. And then on top of that, kind of like a double dose of Motorhead, the documentary known as Lemmy is going to be available on DVD and Blu-ray a week later on February 15th. So you can pretty much consider that the first 2 weeks of your life in February will officially be owned by Motorhead. And that's not a bad thing at all. And finally, guys, it is Tuesday. New releases hit the record shelves today. Not many coming out this week. I've only got one recommendation for you guys. It's the brand new one from Ryan Adams and the Cardinals, and it's called 3-4. That's my only recommendation for you to pick up this week. But if I've missed any, let me know in the comment section right down there. And for our rock music query of the day, guys, Trent Reznor being nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Original Score for his work on The Social Network. Johnny Marr, Hans Zimmer being nominated for a Golden Globe for the music that they wrote for the movie Inception. So your rock query of the day is the following: your favorite movie soundtrack or favorite score from this past year. It doesn't have to involve a rocker. If you know, like for example, Daft Punk's Tron Legacy. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Balances electronic music with an orchestra. Also, Scott Pilgrim's soundtrack was pretty good, and the Twilight soundtrack from this past year was also pretty good. So, your favorite soundtrack or score from this past year, text or video response, whichever you prefer. And there you go, Rocker Nation, all done with today's episode. Thank you so very much for watching and for subscribing, guys. We continue to inch closer and closer to our goal of 25,000 subscribers, guys. We're, I believe, less than 700 subscribers away. We're almost there, guys. Please keep spreading the word about the RIOB. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/rockitoutblog. Also, be sure to like our Facebook page, and if you want to mail stuff for the wall behind me, the mailing address is down there in the D-bar. Thank you guys again for watching. Appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with an all-new RIOB episode. So until then, rock horns up. You know what to do. Rock it out. Oh, God, I've been wanting to do that for a while.